What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and today I've got another unboxing for you. Today we're going to be unboxing the newest Ultraman release from Mill Creek. So just a quick recap for those of you who aren't aware. Ultraman is a tokusatsu series, a long-running one since the 60s. And Mill Creek in North America, as of a year or two ago, actually got the rights to the whole franchise in North America. So they've been releasing all of the newer seasons from like the 2000s and 2010s simultaneously along with all of the older seasons from like the 60s and 70s. They've kind of been releasing them simultaneously, sort of alternating between an old release and a new release. So this is, they started the original releases from the very beginning, from season number 1 back in the 60s. So this is actually season 6, and this one is from 1973 to 1974. So I just wanted to kind of unbox this and show you what this looks like. This is the first time, to my knowledge, that this is being released on Blu-ray in North America. All their releases are Blu-ray with 1080p transfers and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, they have kind of two versions of all of their releases for these original series. They have a digipack version, which has a really cool, like, artwork on the spine, where when you put all the seasons together, it creates, like, a big, long mural across all the spines, which is really cool. I think that's an awesome idea. And they have these ones, which it's the exact same discs, so it doesn't matter which one you get. This one is Steelbook. So all the Steelbooks kind of match up in the way they're designed. They all have this, they're all the same coloring, they have the same series number, the logos are in the same spot. They have different artwork for the different seasons and whatnot. But these ones come with this cool booklet, and they come in this clear slipcover with Steelbooks. So I've personally been collecting the Steelbooks of these. They take up a little bit less space, and I think that they look really cool. But both of them have the exact same disc, so it doesn't really matter which one you get. So yeah, without further ado, let me go ahead and open this up, and we can see what is inside here. So it does come shrink-wrapped. And then, like all of their other Steelbook releases, you might notice this and think it's a flaw, but it's actually the way that they ship them. Because the slipcover is like clear, as you can see here, they ship it with a protective film over it so it doesn't get scratched up during shipping. So that's what you kind of see kind of peeling up right here. It's not a permanent, like, you know, part of the packaging. It's mainly just for protection during shipping and that sort of thing. You could leave it on if you wanted to, like it looks fine like that. It would probably protect your sleeve a little bit sitting on the shelf, but I kind of like to peel it off just because, A, it's not like adhered on, it's just kind of like staticked on, and it makes the slipcover kind of look a little bit dull, and it kind of looks like it's sort of scratched up just because of the imperfections in the film. And it usually starts to peel up like this anyway, so it's kind of meant to be taken off if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we can see the nice satisfying peel right here. And you can see, like, it's kind of like matte when you run the light over it, and then underneath it's very, like, shiny. So I think it makes the outer slipcover look nice and shiny and totally clear and awesome looking. So that's what I do to all mine, but to each their own. So this is number 6 of the Ultra Brothers, Ultraman Taro. Series 6 right there. There's what the spine looks like. And here are the details on the back. All 53 episodes there. Similar to all the other releases, it's in 1080p, and it has the original Japanese DTS HD Master Audio stereo track with English subtitles. This does not have English audio. So if that's what you're looking for, this is not for you. But if you want to watch it in its original Japanese with English subtitles, then this should be your go-to, I think. And it does also come with a digital code as well. And the digital code is for their Movie Spree streaming service. So it's not for like iTunes or Vudu or Movies Anywhere or anything like that. Mill Creek has their own streaming app called Movie Spree. And you can get it on like Roku and Android and iOS and all that. So you can download it on a lot of different devices. But all these releases come with a digital code so you can watch it on that without needing the discs. So just kind of slip it out here just so you can sort of see the slip cover here. So this is what the slip cover looks like, not over the Steelbook. So as you can see, all the back stuff is actually printed on the back of the slip cover. I'm just going to put that aside there. So here is the Steelbook itself. Let's go ahead and take a look, though, at the guide first. So they all come with this really cool, like, little mini paperback book-style guide. And they all have glossy, full-color pages with some explanatory text about the season right there. And then they have a profile of like all the heroes, the protagonists. Then it has an episode guide where it goes through every episode. It tells you the director, the writer, the name of the episode. Each one has a little thumbnail and a little description of what happens in each episode. So they have that for every single episode of the season. And they have the Key Kaiju guide, which kind of gives you a list of all the monsters and enemies and stuff that you see throughout the season. Including, so for some of the less major ones, for some of the more minor ones, they have just little screenshots and little descriptions there. And then last but not least, key technologies. So any like gadgets or weapons or anything that Ultraman uses gets its own little entry right here. And this is really cool artwork there too. So yeah, that's the little guide, and it just kind of sits in the slipcover behind the case. This is the Steelbook itself. As you can see, you can kind of see like the metallicness of the Steelbook case, specifically kind of like around his eyes. And then in this pattern that's kind of like a lined pattern behind him. And then also the red looks like really cool and kind of shiny metallic-y too. So they really use like the shininess of the Steelbook in a good way with these releases, I feel like. And kind of different artwork here on the back, with sort of a little bit of grayscale sort of monster image in the background there. And the edges are all just red. Let's go ahead and open this up. So you have your Movie Spree code insert right there. So this is what the Movie Spree code looks like. So you just redeem that code on their site, and then you can watch it digitally, which is really nice. As you can see, there's artwork on the inside here too. So let me just go ahead and show you each of the discs so you can kind of see what each one looks like here, and then I'll show you the artwork on the inside of the Steelbook too. So there's 3 on the left side, 3 discs on the left side, and 3 discs on the right side. So they are like stacked up on top of each other, so just take note of that. They're always like that for these Steelbooks, just because they only have 2 slots. So, you know, I've never had a problem with it. Some people don't really like that. They're afraid the discs might scratch each other, that kind of thing. I've never had a problem with that. Blu-ray discs are pretty hardy anyway compared to DVDs, so it's hard to scratch a Blu-ray disc beyond playing ability. I'm sure you can. But yeah, I've never had much of a problem. I almost like it better than when it has like a little flipper on the inside that's connected to the spine, because that almost always breaks after a while. So at least this one, you don't have a little flimsy plastic clip right here that's probably going to break in the future. So at least this is more unbreakable. So yeah, this is the artwork on the inside of the Steelbook, so that's very cool. And then here is basically the front and the back and the spine of the Steelbook right here. You can kind of see the metallicness of it as I run it over there. So yeah, again, this is a really cool release. And let me show you all the artwork here, because all the discs have different artwork on them as well. So I'll show them to you in reverse order. This is disc 6. This is disc 5. This is disc 4. And here we've got disc 3. Then disc 2. And then disc 1 right here. And these are all kind of like matte printed art. So it's not like glossy or anything like that. It's pretty much all matte printed on there. But still, the artwork's really awesome. And I like that they style them all the same so that they look really uniform, which I think is really cool. So yeah, so it's just these two and the digital code all inside of this clear slip cover. And just to kind of give you a quick look at how this compares to the other volumes. Wham. So these are actually the other 5 Steelbooks. So if you just kind of want to see what they look like sort of all together here, this is what they look like from the spine. So you can see that they all line up exactly with the character art and the series number and all that kind of stuff. So they all look really cool. As you can see, they're all sort of laid out very similarly, but the backs are a little bit different between them. And then as far as the kind of the cover art goes here, if you just want a quick sort of overview, that's kind of what all 6 of the seasons look like right now. So yeah, it's really cool how they've kept them so uniform, and you know, kind of they all match up in a really great way. So yeah, that's season 6, Ultraman Taro of Mill Creek's collection here. I just wanted to go ahead and show you what was included in there. So if you're thinking about picking it up, you will know what you can expect. So thanks so much for watching this, everyone. If you like this unboxing, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. That would be awesome. And if you like these videos, or if you want to see any of the other unboxings for any of the other Steelbooks in this series, I have them all on my channel. But yeah, if you're into collecting DVDs, Blu-rays, tokusatsu, kaiju stuff, fantasy, sci-fi, anything like that, go ahead and click subscribe down below. And also be sure to hit that notification bell down below, so that way you won't miss any of my future content. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.